Against all odds, we have somehow managed to sneak into Canada's Wonderland Media Day. We're going to ride Alpenfury. We're getting like 2 hours to get on it, which is pretty nice. It's somewhere off in the distance over there. They're walking us under Leviathan, so we do get to see the brake run, which is very cool. The brake run is also taller than the poor Aero coaster. I don't know how. There's Alpenfury's top hat. Or its stall, I have no idea what that is, honestly. Further into the park, there's the Leviathan sign. Drop tower. Nightmares. It is crazy that I am more excited for the flat rides here than I am from some of the roller coasters. There's trash can right there. Oh my goodness, it's what we all came here for. Shockwave. I'm actually so excited for Shockwave. Let me on. We've made it to Alpenfest. I cannot wait. Is this a J-Schlatt reference? It's been a little bit. The ride is down, there's people in there working on it. We still don't know what is happening currently. Alright, quick update for you guys. Alpenfury has officially turned on. We're an hour into Media Day, and they just turned it on. Alright, update. It's been 2 hours. It has been 2 hours. Alpenfury has tested twice. I honestly don't think we're getting on it because, you know, everything else is tested. Dragon Mountain's tested. Yukon's been testing. Haven't seen Leviathan go around. The Wild Mouse has been parking everything on a block. But Alpenfury went around twice, and then it has just so far ceased operations. They said it's going to be up at like 8, and it's currently 8:30. We do have some rides testing. Boring Timbers is testing. As well as, I don't even know what that is, but that's testing. Wild Mouse has been testing non-stop. They haven't stopped testing this thing. That's been going. They just made a trip around. Top Skin's been doing kind of nothing. Alpenfury not opening. No shot.
Probably the only reason why they didn't give me one. I have to use it all the time. Thanks, guys. Okay, so apparently I obviously lied. It's not 10 minutes. And I apologize for the wait. We still don't have an opening time. They're working on some things, but here's what we're going to do. So as soon as it is up and ready, we're going to move people through as quickly as we can. If it happens that park opens, we're going to hold a train just for our group. We're going to mount 2 GoPros so we can start cranking through POVs. And we're going to be accommodating those POVs again through the alternate access blind. If guests are here, we're going to have to manage that stairwell because we may have some people coming up with boarding passes, so we'll figure that out. But during that time, we have that one train held for our group. The single rider line will also be for us. So if you are just looking to ride, you can get into the single rider line. It's just going to be for our group. You're going to need to have your lane and your zone to identify that you're with us. And we're going to crank through as many POVs as we can get done with that one train. And during that time, again, you guys are welcome to ride on that one train. You will be riding behind somebody who's filming, though. So please, again, remember, behave yourselves. You might be in the background of somebody's video. Hold on the whole time. Appreciate that. I apologize for the inconvenience. If anybody is on a deadline and needs to leave, please come to the tent, let us know. When we can get the POVs up and running, we will try to prioritize you. So please, yeah, again, not everybody's saying like I really want to get out of here. If you have to because you have to start work, and you can't stay or stick around, then yeah, let us know. We'll do our best. But we're going to stick around until we get everybody done. Our guests are here. We'll make it work. So.
shit.
Shockwave is pretty good. It's probably one of the best flat rides in the park. It does run a little bit slow for a top skin, but it's still quite enjoyable. This was the first ride I was able to get on. It was ready right at park open. Unlike Alpenfury, which didn't open for another hour, but I digress. I did rope drop Shockwave. I was the first person on for that day, and it was pretty good. Pretty good ride. Just got off of Alpenfury. I've ridden it 3 times so far. All of them have been in the back. I did Leviathan before this, and I honestly still don't know which one is better. They are currently holding the blue train. The blue train is being reserved for reverse POVs and for anybody who wants to ride, who was part of the media day earlier. So they are still giving us special ride time on Alpenfury for media day. They're holding our line. I gotta meet up with Michael. He's the other person who I'm with. We're gonna get a reaction POV. And that'll probably be it for this section of the park. I still don't really know which was better. I did do Leviathan in the back. Leviathan is definitely very fun, but this is definitely the high intensity thrill coaster that Canada's Wonderland needed. This is, I think, a great addition to the park. It really fits well. My only complaint would be the capacity. I mean, the line's looking at like 4 or 5 hours right now. And considering it's like one of the most popular rides in the park, capacity definitely will be an issue for this one. But hopefully later in the season it'll die down. All right, here we go. really good.
It's so smooth on the front row.
All right, little update, it's noon. Just got off a riptide. It's all right. Could probably run a better cycle with more flips, but I liked it. Probably gonna head back over to do Behemoth and Yukon at the other side of the park. Tundra Twister was honestly very boring. I was a little bit excited for this ride because it looked pretty cool. It looked like a cross between like a booster style ride and a Zero Star shape, and I was really excited to get on, and it was very disappointing. It rides very similar to a Ferris wheel. The only redeeming qualities that it has is the view, and also it does have a nice breeze as you're going around, because it does go through the bottom part of the loop pretty quickly. Overall though, this flat ride is kind of just boring. You don't really do too much besides go in a circle. You get like some wind in your hair, that's about it. You're not really gonna do anything too crazy. Alright, just got off a Yukon Striker. It's pretty good. It gives you airtime in the places where it's supposed to. It's got good forces. My only complaint with this ride is that it's very, very rough. I don't know what's happened to it or if it was smoother, but this thing was shaking during the entire ride. Like from the moment you hit the bottom of the first drop, you are just shaking uncontrollably. But overall, it is pretty nice. I do like it a lot. Everybody needs to know about this. They have a Monster Energy vending machine at Canada's Wonderland. It's just outside of Cyclone and Sledgehammer. If you're in here, come down. These things are ice cold. They are so good. I was quite excited for Mindbuster. Everybody was saying it was really good after the retrack, and I was also intrigued because a lot of people have been talking about Gravity Group pre-cut track coming to Predator at Six Flags Darien Lake, so I was really intrigued to get to try it on Mindbuster. And let me say, in the parts that it was retracked, it was really good. The reprofiling and the retracking that they did really helped revitalize this ride. All the parts that were retracked were super smooth and they were full of airtime. Now, only the first section of this ride has been retracted. It is very noticeable that only the first section of this ride has been retracted. The second half of the ride is so bad. It's worse than the second half of Predator that isn't retracked. Predator, unironically, is smoother in the second half than Mighty Canadian Mindbuster. I don't know how it's possible, but that helix at the end is so bad. Like, I was riding in the front row, and I slammed into the person next to me during the helix. I think if they fully retract this ride, it would be pretty good. And I think that they definitely need to work towards fully retracting this ride with the Gravity Group track, because what Gravity Group did is pretty good for this ride. We also did do Behemoth. Behemoth is pretty good. I would personally rank it a bit higher than Leviathan just because Behemoth is a longer ride and also a more intense ride. It does have a bit of a rattle. We were sitting in the back on a outside seat, so that could definitely contribute to the rattle that we felt. But it was definitely a bit rougher. It wasn't as smooth as Leviathan. But Behemoth is certainly a good ride. And also we didn't get hit too hard on the trims, so it was running pretty well when we rode. Sledgehammer is a pretty unique ride. It is a one of one, so I did have to try it out at least once. It was pretty fun, other than the fact that every time you go up, you do hit your head on the side of the restraint. I wish this was a lap bar only ride. I think it would make it a lot better, honestly, if it was. I was super happy that it was open because this ride usually is down most of the time because it is a prototype. Dude, it's so steep. Oh my god, look at that shake. Oh, nice. Oh my god. I got my last ride on Shockwave. It was pretty good. And then unfortunately, we did have to head back home. So we stayed there for about 5-ish hours after media day ended. Huge thanks to Canada's Wonderland for inviting us out. Huge thanks to @theConnexpert on YouTube for letting me come with him. I wouldn't have been able to do this all by myself. So thank you to everybody who helped bring me out there. Also, I am sorry to Canada's Wonderland. Please don't permanently ban Please don't ban me for filming on the rides. Please.